Okay, hi everyone. This is Ryan Hoyme, aka Massage Nerd, and today we have Fran from Holsters for Healers. Hi, welcome. So, how'd you come up with this idea then for Holsters for Healers?
Well, when I went through massage school about 6 years ago, and I bought my first holster from the school, after I used it for a few months, the buckle broke, and I was like, yeah, okay. I can make something.
Yeah.
I can make something. So I began weaving them with hemp yarn.
Okay.
And I would weave a strap, and then I would cut it up and sew it together. I was mainly giving them as gifts to friends, birthday presents, things like that. They were really cool. But when more and more people started asking me for them, I couldn't charge them $85 for a holster, and it took hours to make one holster. And a lot of people were requesting all black, and neutral colors and stuff like that. And so I went out and I found black cotton webbing.
Yep.
And I started sewing it together like I was doing the hemp that I was, weaving myself. And, after many years of redesigning and tweaking and using different buckles and things like that, I finally landed on a design that is ready to sell to the public. And there's really, I haven't seen anything else like it on the market. Since it's 2 inches wide, it's really comfortable, and I use metal hardware, so it's very strong.
So yeah, it's gonna last.
It's lightweight, but it's very strong.
Yep.
And I can pretty much do anything. I've got the singles, just like that one, and then I can do doubles and pockets that just slide.
If you just want to raise it up a little bit, there you go.
Slide right on the belt. So the possibilities are endless. I've got 4 main colors, and then the thread color is the accent, and there are hundreds of thread colors.
Yep.
So really, people can get a completely unique, very good quality holster that's going to last.
Can you make it when somebody calls if they want a certain kind of color too, and you can custom
in
and
fact,
stuff like that? What? You can customize?
I can customize it.
Because most people, it's just this is what you get, and that's it kind of thing.
Well, and that's why I wanted people to have options. Sometimes it's a little overwhelming because you have all of these choices.
Yep.
But I want people to be able to get what they want. If they have a favorite color, if they want to match their uniform or their school colors or something like that, they can get it. The website is being designed so that people can go on and custom order. They choose their main color, they choose their accent color, they choose their belt buckle, their belt size. I make it and I mail it out to them. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, definitely.
And something I'm learning at this show is that there are a lot of massage tools being sold. Like right next door to us is the Thumbie. And I'm thinking, I can make pockets for all of these things.
Specialize everything.
Even if people don't want to buy a whole holster, they can buy a pocket to put their tools in. That might not be available.
And what about for size? Let's say for a larger therapist and stuff like that, does it expand really big then?
Yes, I do. I do different sizes, so it runs from small to extra large. I think the extra large goes up to like 48. Or 52.
Okay.
So, and if somebody needs larger than that, all they need to do is give me their waist or their hip size.
Yep. Because the problem is with some of my students, some of the holsters that we buy, it's just they say it's supposed to fit them.
Right.
It doesn't.
One size fits all.
It doesn't for some. So you always going to make sure you check on that just to be safe. So there's as long as you tell them the size and stuff, so
definitely
no problems then.
Definitely. And those small belts are usually 1 inch, and it's nylon, so they'll slip and slide, and a lot of people, like my friend, complained about having it digging into her back, and can I stand up?
Yep.
Okay, because the way these belts fit, I wear mine down around my hips, but it's so wide and comfortable that it's not going to slide anywhere. It's going to stay right there. It's super stable, and that increases its, just its strength, and it's just comfortable to wear. I love them.
So you could even just wear it like that out in public.
Yeah, you could.
So it doesn't have to be just from one side.
I've had people want to order belts, and I'm like, well, they're 2 inches wide, so they're not going to fit through your belt loops. But that's getting back in style.
Yeah, exactly.
Wearing them over their long dresses and stuff.
So how'd you come up with the name then?
Holsters for Healers. It took me a long time to finally decide on something. I wanted to have it apparent that I was targeting therapists and stuff like that. And I still have the freedom to maybe even go into doing like a holster for a nurse or a holster for an acupuncturist. You know, I didn't want to put massage in there because more than massage therapists can use holsters. I just haven't developed them yet. So I liked the H and the H, holsters for healers. And then my logo is a design that was originally my tattoo design.
Okay.
And it says Namaste.
Okay.
But it's an ambigram, so when you see it and I see it, it's exactly the same.
Yep.
And you know, I didn't know what I was going to do for my logo, and one day I looked down and I was like, well, I got one right here. You know, because every time I greet somebody, that feeling is there, you know, that honor. And you know, when I greet a client and I'm working on a client and I glance at that, and it just reminds me, it brings me back to that center where I am very honored to be in your presence right now and to be doing the work that I'm doing. I wanted to carry that in to my business because even if it's not a conscious thing that people, you know, maybe they don't think of it every time they take a pump from their holster, but it's there and
it's made with love.
And
you know?
it is, and that actually is one of my slogans. These are made with love to spread the love, literally. You know, and so this business for me is just, it's so wonderful in so many ways because I know I'm making something that is useful, that people need, and they are taking it to do wonderful work with. You know, there's no downside to it, and I know that, you know, we can grow and expand, and especially this being my first show, I'm just learning so much about the different possibilities and the different aspects.
So we're going to be seeing you a lot more here then?
So. I hope so. I really do.
And can people have their names or their business names on the holsters too? Is
we're
that
going to be working with that now. I actually, this one isn't engraved, but these side release buckles are engravable.
Well, they are, okay.
And so, something that I was speaking with a man who is going to be opening a school, and maybe including the holsters and the tuition, something like that. I would be able to get maybe his school name engraved on the buckles. That's for large orders. Now eventually I will be doing embroidery, so I can maybe do initials and things like that. Eventually I can do pictures and logos and things like that.
Or maybe just a domain name or something like that, or their website
something
name,
like
or just
that.
But just probably the fonts might be a little bit harder kind of thing, of course.
And with the embroidery, you know, it has to be big. Because especially on this weave, you know, it's a little bit loose. So to get it neat looking, I mean, I've definitely explored it. I have an embroidery machine, but it's not something I'm ready to offer quite yet. But I'm going to get there.
Do you make all your stuff at home right now?
I do. I am a one-woman business right now.
And that's the way it has to start too.
It is. And I have big plans. You know, I actually have a list of stay-at-home / single mothers that are ready to sew when I can't fill my orders on my own. You know. I do. I've got a big support system, and I'm very, very grateful. But you know,
and the material it's made out of too. Most massage therapists are going to love that too.
Right.
So
it's natural cotton, and I am going to be offering the hemp as well. Again, you know, as long as I can keep a source that has the right hemp webbing. That's actually harder than it sounds. It is, because hemp is so thick, and I need something that's a little bit more pliable like this, so I can put it through my buckles.
And I know for when I try to buy bulk T-shirts and stuff like that, sometimes there's certain seasons where it's a little bit more expensive and stuff. So it all depends on when they have that available. So that's the people got to think of that too.
And cotton prices are going up too, just because you know, shipping and I don't know the way the economy is. But there is a company in Chicago that makes the webbing there, and that is going to be my supply company. So eventually, I would like to have all of my supplies made in America, even locally made, if I can. You know, just to kind of keep it here, keep the prices down, but also be supporting my neighbors.
So you stand behind your products,
I do,
100%.
Definitely. I wouldn't be making them if I didn't, you know?
So what's the future of that? So you're thinking about acupuncture, holster, those kind of things. So anything else?
I'm going to take it in every direction I can, you know, and this is actually the first step. big dream is to have a big retreat in the mountains where, you know, we can hold not necessarily trade shows and things like that, but conferences and conventions, and, you know, just have it be even a bigger learning experience, a place where people can come and learn, and you know, the possibilities are endless.
Definitely.
But I'm hoping that this is the first step in getting me to that.
And do you have
place.
single bottle holders too? So it's just not. Oh, okay. I see the single one too. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So single, double. Yep. Yeah. And do you have things for cream or lotions?
I can make any size pockets.
Okay.
If somebody has dimensions, you know, for a jar, I can totally put it together and make it so that it slides right on the belt.
Okay.
Yep.
Perfect.
Yep.
So the best way to get a hold of you is holstersforhealers.com then?
Holstersforhealers.com. Yep, that sounds great.
Okay. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Best of luck to you. You're going to
you.
definitely make it.
Thank you. I hope so.
Yeah.